सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। हनुमान चालीसा। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुरु सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु ही हरहु कलेस विकार। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। In this session we will be looking into the 21st Chaupai. 20th Chaupai said, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते तुम सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे देते। And the 21st one goes, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। Rama duare tum rakvare. One who is a darling to Rama, you are protecting Rama, and without your permission, nobody can enter his abode. No one can enter Rama's abode without your consent. Sentinel of the Lord. O Sentinel of the Lord. See, Hanuman is protecting Ramji in and out, day and night, throughout his life. So nobody can enter or go near Ramji without Hanuman's permission. Even in Ayodhya, Hanuman's place was at the doors of the palace. So he was always protecting Ramachandraji. During Rama Ravana fight also, in the battle, after the war of the first or second day, Rama and Lakshmana will be resting there. And this Ravana, who is the brother of Ravana, will kidnap Sri Rama and Lakshmana, and he will take them to the Patala Loka. Ravana will be a Devi Bhakta, and he will be so powerful that nobody will be able to win over him or kill him. He will be having such a blessings from God. So Hanuman will go to bring Rama and Lakshmana to Ahiravan's place. And it is said that Ahiravan is such a great devotee, and he will be lighting the lamp in 5 different places around him in his palace. 5 different places this diya or the lamp is lit, and when all the 5 lamps are put off together, only then somebody will be able to kill Ravana. At that time, when Hanuman goes to protect Rama and Lakshmana, he takes the avatar of Panchamukhi Ganesha. He becomes Panchamukhi Ganesha. Panchamukhi is one is Narasimha, Garuda, Varaha, Hayagriva and Hanumanta. So he takes this Panchamukhi Ganesha form and blows off all the 5 lamps in 5 different places, in the 5 directions, and then he kills Ravana and brings back Rama and Lakshmana. So he'll be protecting Rama and Lakshmana always, and nobody will be able to go near him without his permission. सब सुख है तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना. By your grace, one can enjoy all happinesses and one need not have any fear under your protection. Hanuman protects everyone. One who goes to him and asks for his protection, he protects everyone. So there is a beautiful pastime of this Hanuman protecting his bhaktas. Once it so happens that a king by name Sukhanta, who is a ruler of Kashi, invites the rishis to an yagna. So in that yagna, he invites many rishis like Vishwamitra, Durvasa, and other rishis also. And it is told that Vishwamitra and the other rishis, after the yagna, when they will be given the dana, they will take that and they will be about to go. And Narada Maharshi at that time tells Sukhanta, you go and do namaskar for all the other rishis first, and then you do to Vishwamitra. So Sukhanta thinks Naradji has told, and so he gives danam to all of them, and then he prostrates to everybody, and then he goes and pays his obeisance to Vishwamitra. So the yagna is over and all of them are leaving the place and all of them are going. At that time, Narad Maharshi goes to Vishwamitra and says, did you see the king? He first paid obeisance to all the other rishis, and at the last he paid obeisance to you. Isn't it insulting? And Vishwamitra ji feels, yes, it is insulting. How can he do this to me? So he goes to Ramji and says, this Kashi Raja has insulted me. You should go and wage a war against him and kill him. Of course, it is Guru's wish, and Ramji will say, okay, Guruji, I'll do that. At that time, Naradji comes to the Sukhanta and king of Kashi Raja. He says, see, you did not give your obeisance first to, pranams first to the king, the Guru Vishwamitra, and Vishwamitra is angry with you and he has gone to Sri Ramji and he has sought his help. So Sri Ramji is coming to wage war on you. Sukhanta says, Hare Narada Maharshi, it was you who told me to do that and I have done that. Is it? I don't remember all that, but I don't know now. However, now Sri Ramji is coming to wage war on you and you better protect yourself. And that also I will tell you. You won't take, if Ramji is coming to wage war on you, you cannot be protected at all. You go to Hanuman and take his protection. Sukhanta feels okay and then he goes to Hanuman's place. And there Hanuman is not there, he has gone out, Anjana Mata is there. And he is telling, Anjana Mata is calling, come inside and wait here. Hanuman will be here anytime. But Hanuman has still not come, I am not going to come. And this Sukhanta will be waiting at the door for Hanuman. And he will be crying, he will be so disturbed. At that time, Anjana Mata comes and asks him, what has happened? Why are you crying? See, I don't know, one king is going to wage war against me. And he is a very powerful king and I came to Hanuman to ask his protection. Ask him to protect me. Anjana Mata says, it is just that much? Okay, don't worry. I will see that Hanuman will protect you. No, no, Mata, promise me that he will protect me. So Anjana Mata promises this Sukhanta Rishi and says, okay, whoever it is who is coming and waging war against you, my son will protect you from him. After some time, Hanuman comes and he sees this Sukhanta and he asks, why are you here? And he tells the whole story that somebody is going to wage war against me and your mother has promised me that you will protect me from him and you have to protect me. Hanuman says, that's fine, I will protect. But tell me from whom have I to protect you? Hanuman says, when Hanuman hears that it is from Sri Rama, he has to protect this Sukhanta. He says, oh my God, what is this? Then Sukhanta says, I don't know, your mother has promised me and you have to protect me. Hanuman says, is it so? Okay, because she has promised, I will protect you. Okay, come along with me, and he will take him on the top of the hill. There, with his long tail, he will extend his tail and just spin his tail round, round, round in a circular manner. He will make a drum out of his tail and ask Sukhanta to sit inside that and do Ramachapa, Ramanama. Continuously you do Ramanama. Sukhanta says, what is this? He is the person who is going to attack me. And you are asking me to pray to him. You just listen to me and pray. Rest I will take care. So he is sitting inside and praying Rama, 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 Rama. And Hanumanta is just waiting there. At that time, Sri Rama goes to Kashi and he sees that Sukhanta, this king, is not there. And his soldiers say that Hanuman has taken him on the top of the hill and they both are sitting there. So Sri Rama goes there with his bow and arrow and now he wants to shoot that king. He is hearing Rama, Rama, Rama Japa and he understands that Hanuman is protecting him. So he says, Hanuman, don't come between me and this Sukhanta. It is order of my Guru and I have to kill him. Hanuman says, okay, I'm not going to do anything. Please continue. And here, this Sukhanta king who is sitting inside this drum of tail, he says, what is this? He's not even requesting him to leave me. I've taken his protection and he's not even thinking that he should rescue me. Oh my God, who have I asked to help me, protect me? But he still continues telling Rama, 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 Rama. Sri Rama takes his bow and arrow and shoots an arrow at this tail where this Sukhanta is protected. The arrow is coming back to him. It is going there, touching that and coming back. Second arrow goes there, touches and come back. Now Sri Rama looks at Hanuman and Hanuman is smiling. Hanuman, don't do any tricks now. Again he takes one more arrow and shoots at him. The arrow comes back. Then Hanuman smiles and says, Prabhu, it is not my trick. It is your Nama. See, Rama Nama, whoever chants, they will be protected. And he is being protected. Only he can be protected by Rama Nama. Who can actually kill him when he is uttering Rama Nama? Then Ramji understands that. And by that time, Vishwamitra also comes there to see what's happening. At that time, Hanuman removes his tail and tells Sukhanta, go and do pranams to Vishwamitra Rishi and ask his pardon, beg his pardon. So he runs to Vishwamitra Rishi and prostrates and says, sorry, what I did was wrong, please excuse me. By that time, Naradji also comes there. And Naradji, when he is asked, why do you do all these things? He said, it's a pastime. I just wanted to show that Hanuman will protect anyone who comes and asks protection from him. And Rama Nama is greater than Rama. Nobody can kill if Rama wants to save, and if Rama wants to kill, nobody can save. So there was always a small bhajan-like thing telling that if Rama wants to save, no one can kill. If Rama wants to kill, no one can save. That is the beautiful pastime of Hanuman. He protects everyone and anyone who goes and asks protection from him. Okay, let us see the next chopai. आपन तेज संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक आंकते कांपे. When you roar, all the three worlds tremble and only you can control your might. Hanuman is such a mighty person, and when he takes the akara, the personality of this mighty Hanuman, and just roars, all the three lokas will be trembling. And only he can control his might. Nobody else can control his might. Such powerful is Hanuman. भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. Evil things will never come towards us when your name is chanted. Evil spirits cannot come near the devotees who chant your name, Lord Mahavir. See, he is a Mahavir, and who chants Hanuman's name, they will be protected even from the evil spirits. That's what is told. See, we might all think, of course, Rama is Bhagwan and Rama's devotee is Hanuman. Will Hanuman be able to protect us? It is like this. Say if a son is very capable, grown up, responsible, father gives his responsibilities to the son, so that he will be able to take care of everything. In the same way, Bhagavan also gives his strength to his devotees who are really capable, and they will be able to maintain everything and bless the other devotees also. It is once told that Tulsidas ji, once some lady comes and prostrates to him, and that time Tulsidas ji says, usually when women go and do namaskar to any of the saints, they say Saubhagyavati Bhava. And Tulsidas says Saubhagyavati Bhava. And the person who is standing next to him says, her husband died just yesterday and you are telling her Saubhagyavati Bhava. Tulsidas ji has blessed. Now Sri Rama feels, see, my devotee has blessed somebody and I have to take care of that. So when she turns back and sees, she will see that her husband is alive. Her husband is alive. So that's how the Bhagavan protects his devotees. भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जप नाम सवारे. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत पीरा. Chanting your name constantly, O Hanuman, one can be cured of all diseases and pains. Yes, this is very true. Even today, if there are pains, if there are diseases, you chant Hanuman Chalisa and you are cured by the diseases and all the pains are gone. Hanuman is such a powerful person, powerful God who has all the siddhis, so he can give health and also strength to all the devotees. He can even bring his devotees to life. It is like that. There is one pastime about Bhadrachala Ramadasa. You know, in Bhadrachal there is a beautiful Sri Rama temple, and this Ramdas, who was a Tahsildar at that time, built this beautiful temple. And on the day of inauguration, everything is going on, and his small little son will be just running around in the kitchen area and all, and he falls into the boiling water and dies. At that time, he becomes very upset and he goes and stands in front of Sri Rama and starts scolding him. Is this what you are giving me? I gave you this beautiful temple. I gave you beautiful dress for you. I brought beautiful jewels for you. I brought the costumes for your wife. And I did so much for you. You know the cost of these necklaces I have put for Sita? Just goes on scolding. And you have taken my son. At that time, Hanuman just listens to all these things and he doesn't want to hear anything more about Ramji. He just goes and brings back the child to his life and puts him in front of Ramdas. See, these devotees are also very nice. They are like, they fight with the God. They're so connected to God and they keep fighting with the God also. And God likes that also. It is said that in those days, deities would speak to the devotees there. And one more pastime of that is there. I think it was Eknath Maharaj's wife. Eknath Maharaj's wife, they will have a small child and this child will not be healthy. He will have some stones in the stomach and it would have bloated, like the stomach would have bloated. And as a lady, when they go to this, get the water from the well, from the river and all, she will be telling her friends, so this is what has happened to my son. He is not well. He has got a big stomach now. He's not able to eat anything. All her friends will start, all the other ladies will start teasing her. He would always say, Vithala, Vithala is doing that in my house. Vithala is doing this in my house. Now go, Vithala only will take care of your son also. She becomes like, what? Ordinary life also I can't live with this name of Vittal. She just takes her child in one hand and in one hand with a slipper she walks to Vittala temple. See, because of you, all of them are scolding. They are not even telling me what I should do to my child, what medicine I can get it to him. Come on, if you're going to cure him, you better cure him, or else I will just hit you with my slippers. She has her son on the left hand, the right hand she has the slipper and she is walking towards Vittal. It's a small boy, 6-7 years boy. And here, Rukmini is looking at that and says, Vittal, what is this? Your devotees are so crazy, they are coming to hit you only. And Vittal is just smiling there. As she approaches the temple and is about to get into the Garbhagriha, Rukmini comes out and says, no, don't come inside. See, your son is already cured. Go back. Don't come inside. Then she looks at the child and the stomach has gone inside and he is smiling and she says, okay, I'm fine. She puts the slipper down, wears the slipper, takes the child and goes away. That is the beautiful relation between the Bhakta and the Bhagavanta. So, here, how can Hanuman cure all these things? Chanting your name constantly, O Hanuman, one can be cured of all the diseases and pains. Yes, God takes the responsibility of his devotees, the greatest devotees, and he will actually bless and he will give the power to all his devotees to bless other devotees also. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे. Hanuman keeps one who has him in his heart, deed, word and meditation free from all trouble. See, mana krama bachana. Man, that is heart. Krama is the karma. Karma is the deed and also word. So one who prays Hanuman, mana krama bachana, who keeps on meditating on him, he will free them from all the troubles. like he did to Sita. Of course, Sita was Sita Ma. He helped everyone. He helps everyone who meditates upon him. सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा. The King Sri Rama is the ruler of all, and you even accomplished his mission. Sab par Ram Tapasvi Raja. Why do we call as Rama as Tapasvi Raja? See, Ram did not have special weapons like Krishna or Arjuna had. He was a Tapasvi Raja. That's why he is called as Tapasvi Raja. All the weapons he had was Bharata, Shatrughna, Ram, Lakshmana, Hanuman. They were his weapons. Tinake kaaj sakala tum saaj. And Hanuman actually accomplished his mission, Sri Ramji's mission. And because Rama was a Tapasvi Raja, and all his mission, what was his mission? To protect the good and destroy the bad. Dushta Samhara, Shishta Rakshana. Every avatara is meant for that. That is how Sri Rama is called as Tapasvi Raja, and he has come in that avatara to kill the evil, that is Ravana. और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन पल पावे. Our Manorath, whatever wish they have in their mind, whatever wish, with whatever wish they come to you, Soi Amita Jeevan Par Pave, they will achieve that in the life. Whoever comes to you for fulfillment of any desire achieves great fruition in his life. That means whatever the devotees desire, it will be fructified. So Hanuman helps in fulfilling the desires of the bhaktas also. चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, हो पर सिद्धि जगत उजियारा. Your glory is acclaimed in 4 yugas, and your radiance is spread all over the cosmos. The 4 yugas are the Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Hanuman is said to be Chiranjeevi, and even now he exists. And his glory is acclaimed in all the 4 yugas. See, it is so beautiful. Even today, wherever the Ramakatha is going on, they spread a asan, they make a asan for Hanuman. And in most of the Ramakathas, it is told that Hanuman comes, sits there, listens to the Katha and goes off. They can see that somebody has sat there and gone. You can make that cloth or this thing little disturbed, which gives the impression that somebody has sat there. There are so many miracles that have happened, and many stories about Hanuman and Hanuman's story. So once when this Ramakatha will be going on, there is an asan put for Hanuman. And the person who has sponsored this Ramakatha comes and says, what is this? You are putting an asan for Hanuman. And the person who is doing the Ramakatha says, yes, Hanuman comes there. He's there, he's sitting there. And after his Ramakatha, he says, Hanuman, okay, today's Ramakatha is over, you may please go, so that we will also go. This person who has sponsored this Katha will come there and ask, what is happening? Where is Rama? Where is Hanumanta? Just show me. So that night, this Ramakatha priest who is doing this Ramakatha will pray, Hanuman, you please come. and show that you are there. Next day after the Ramakatha, again he says, Hanuman, you please go. In the beginning he says, please come and take a seat. We are beginning the Ramakatha, and after the Ramakatha he says, this Katha for the day is over, you may please go. And this person asks, you show me Hanuman and then you go. So this priest will say, you just try to lift that asan. That is a big chair. If he is sitting there, you will not be able to lift. Or else if it is an empty chair, you will be able to lift it so easily. So this person goes and tries to lift that chair. He is not able to move it at all. So such things, such miracles, who have heard Ramakatha, who have felt Hanuman during Ramakatha, there are many, many pastimes which they have told. It's not only pastime in all the 4 yugas. Even today when there is a Ramakatha, they say that Hanuman comes and sits there. And wherever Hanuman Katha is going on, Ramji will also be there. Who knows? Ramji might be here somewhere listening to his Hanuman story. चारों युग पर ताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। Sadhu Sant ke tum rakhware. Who are the sadhus and sant? Sadhu are the mild devotees. That means they are not ferocious. They are very sattvic. Such are sadhu. Sant is the sannyasis. So he will be protecting these sadhus also and sant also. Asurani kandana Ramadulare. Sri Rama has great affection for you, O Mahavir. You are the person who is chasing the evil spirits and protector of saints. Sadhu Sant ke tum rakhware, asurani kandana Ramadulare. From asuras you are protecting the sadhus and santas, and you are darling to Sri Rama. See, Rama this being good to all the sadhus and sants and to everybody in the world, Sita ji had taught this to Hanuman. And there is a small pastime. It so happens that after the war between Rama and Ravana, Hanumanji goes to bring Sita Mata. So when he goes to bring Sita Mata, still those demons will be there, those ladies, Rakshasas will be there. So he'll tell Sita Mata, you just be there. I will just give one. These demons have troubled you so much. I will just give one for all of them and then come. Sita Mata says, no, you should not hurt them at all. Sita Mata will be so kind to everyone from the birth. Even when she gets married and she is coming out of Janakpuri, not only her servants, her friends, her elders, all the people in the palace will be crying in Janakpuri, but also the birds, plants and animals will be crying because Sita Ma is going out of Janakpuri to Ayodhya with Ramji. She will be so kind to everybody, and that kindness she has taught to Hanuman. So Hanuman now says that, okay Mata, you be there, I will just give one to all these demons and then come back. She says, no, you should not do like that. They are like that because they are under the control of Ravana, or else they would not be like that. As the king, so shall be the subject. Yatha Raja, Tata Praja. But we should not do tit for tat. Just leave them. Don't trouble them. And Hanuman just leaves them. So that is how Sita has taught Hanuman to be kind to everyone. Not only people who go and ask protection from him, but also others also. also those who have not gone. साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे. So we will chant this 10 chaupais and rest we will see in the next class. राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होतन आज्ञा बिन पैसारे. सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना. आपन तेज तुम आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे. भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे. सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा. और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे. चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियार. साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. हरिः ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम.